that inside lane, but there's only 3 cars there.
SVG trying to rally the troops, but there's not much rallying going on. Just 3 machines down low. They're holding their own, at least for the moment, as they move underneath that middle lane led by Chastain.
The front 6 are in single file formation at the top of the racetrack. First side-by-side battle. Oh, look out, Ross Chastain's in the wall. He'll get turned around. Half the pack is flying apart on the back straightaway. Ross Chastain is involved. You've got Christopher Bell, Corey LaJoie, Noah Gregson. Denny Hamlin gets a piece of it. Martin Truex Jr., Eric Jones, Kyle Larson, Alex Bowman, all spinning down the back straightaway as trouble breaks out mid-pack on the Daytona Super Stretch.
And the caution flag comes out for only the second time here tonight. It will wave on lap 59. Here's the one thing about Daytona. You heard from Dave Moody just a moment ago say they were racing just a foot apart from one another. 25 cars covered in a matter of 1 second. When somebody makes a mistake, Mike Bagley, it happens in a hurry, and it's usually big.
And it's costly right now. For some that didn't need it, those drivers in win to get in situations, Ross Chastain on the bubble coming in, he got collected in this. Right now, everybody has left the accident scene. That motor you hear behind me is Denny Hamlin, who is just trying to get that Toyota turned around, but he has got damage on the right front and the back. But all focus is at Corey LaJoie, who spun to the bottom of the racetrack. Safety crews are on the scene, and they tend to Corey. So Hamlin and LaJoie, the only 2 left over here on the back straightaway.
Well, that was a tough break there, especially for Ross Chastain that was trying to get all he can tonight, but the car is still rolling, and it's on the pit lane right now.
All right, we'll cover that stop. Alan Cavana.
Yeah, we're down. I was just looking at the damage down here. There was a lot of focus on the right side. Now they're back on the left side of Ross Chastain's car. They've got that saw out because they have the left front off. They're trying to assess the damage, and they're really just trying to make sure the tires are clear so they can buy themselves some time and get the car back out. But right now they're trying to pry everything away. They got a pry bar out there, really working on the left front. Got the bare bond out. They're just trying to assess everything at the moment, again, to try to buy themselves some time, come back around, and fix it even further.
The list of cars torn up is growing, and my list may be a little bit different than what Alex has. Martin Truex Jr., Eric Jones, taking the Napa Chevrolet straight to the garage. We'll recap the cars involved in a moment. A number of cars still sit on the back straightaway. Mike Bagley among them, a couple of heavy hitters.
Yeah, Denny Hamlin, number 1, has had a devil of a time trying to get that FedEx Toyota moving. He did everything possible. They tried to push him, but he was unable to move. He has climbed from his Toyota. He is in the ambulance. He is headed to the infield care center. Corey LaJoie is still in his car, and they are towing him back to the pits. And now one other, Noah Gregson's car has obviously been removed as well. That came to rest over in the middle of turns 3 and 4. Outside of that, we are almost buttoned up and ready to go over here at the end of the backstretch.
Pit lane is open. Joey Logano, Todd Gilliland top it off with Sunoco Fuel. Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Harrison Burton do the same. Steve Post.
Brad Keselowski's in. This is going to be a fuel-only stop. Fuel-only. Chris Buescher wins the battle off from pit road. Joey Logano, Bubba Wallace go out next. Brad Keselowski, Bubba Wallace, and Josh Berry, your front 5. Fuel only, and this takes all strategy out of this stage. They can make it to the end of stage number 2. Brad Gilly.
Fuel only on my end of pit road for Josh Berry and Austin Cindric. Right now, Ty Gibbs is in. They're actually doing a 4-tire service on his car. William Byron back in right now. They've got some front-end repairs. Byron said there were no rubs on his race car, so that's a good thing. And Martin Truex Jr., I mentioned he had some right rear suspension damage. They appear to have that fixed, and they have sent him back out.
Carson Hocevar pitted on lap number 40. We are working lap number 63. Hocevar did not pit. He's the only driver that did not pit. He's the race leader. Bubba Wallace should be second. We'll recap that when they cycle around. We got cars all the way around this racetrack. Let's go back and revisit the cars that were involved, and then we're going to get Rusty. You're going to break it all down for us based on what you saw. Cars involved in the accident are Alex Hayden.
Well, some form or fashion: Corey LaJoie, Denny Hamlin, Noah Gregson, John Hunter Nemechek, Ross Chastain, William Byron, Austin Hill, Kyle Larson, Eric Jones, Alex Bowman, Daniel Hemrick involved, Martin Truex Jr., Chase Elliott, and Ty Gibbs. The last count that I came up with, Rusty Wallace, you've had multiple opportunities and different angles via virtue of NASCAR TV to see exactly what happened. What do you see?
Yeah, I looked at several replays, no doubt about that. And for whatever reason, the number 1 car, Ross Chastain, lost his momentum while he was in the middle lane coming down the straightaway there. And he just looked like he throttled back. When that happened, Noah Gregson was right there, hit him, had to get real close to him, didn't hit him, but he even got out of the gas. But what happened then is the 7 car, Corey LaJoie, got into the back of Noah Gregson because of the number 1 slowing down, and that started the entire melee. It was just a chain reaction when the number 1 car of Chastain had to throttle back, guys.
All right. Thank you, Rusty. Carson Hocevar, by the way, has just pitted. So we mentioned he stayed on the racetrack. He has now come to pit road. Where do you want to start? We do have a damaged vehicle policy clock running on Ryan Preece.
It's run out. Ryan Preece will officially be out of the race.